Okay, right. Through this video, I wish to discuss 2020 paper. Then I will first select the question number 3, that is from account equation. Actually, if we just check all the past paper questions related to accounting from 2017 to 2021, you can easily understand examiner has checked your capacity regarding account equation mean. So therefore, when you practice these type of questions, you will understand how to tackle with your paper. So I will select first the question came in the year 2020. Right. Question number 3. Here you are given details regarding Nama Lotokya, the sole proprietorship. Then here you are given opening balances, assets, and liabilities and equity opening balances. After that, you are given another 15 adjustment. Then you ask to adjust according to the given format. Here examiner has given you a specific format. Then you have to use assets equal liabilities. Again, asset under asset, property, plant and equipment, PPE, inventory, trade receivable, prepayments and advance paid cash. Under liabilities, you have long-term loans, trade payables, other payables, advances received, and equity. Okay, then at the examination, you can have different type of questions. This time you are given a question with opening balance. So first you have to record the given opening balance in the question. In this line, you have to extract the given values related to each item. Then here you are given property, plant, equipment 900,000, inventory 160,000, trade receivable 130,000, prepaid rent 240, salary advances paid to workers 34, cash at bank 100. Then all the values are given in 1,000. Here on the top they have mentioned. Then as the given equation, they have linked these two things. Trade receivable, prepaid rent and salary advances paid to workers. Then you can mention under that heading addition of these two values, 240 plus 34, that is 274. Right. Then I will use the answer which is available in the marking scheme. Then I'll explain the answer. Here, opening balances 900, PPE, inventory 160, trade receivable 130, 274 prepayments and advances paid. That means addition of 34 and 240. Cash 100, long-term loan 400, trade payables 90, other payables 12, advance received 10, equity 1,052. If you are not given equity, how can you take equity? Total assets, addition of these things minus total liabilities, these things. Then you take equity value 1,052. For you to record these given opening balances, you are given 2 marks. Right. Then we can move to adjustment number 1. A vehicle washing plant was purchased on credit for 350,000 rupees. This loan amount is payable within a period of 3 years commencing from 1st January 2022. Right. Then you have purchased a vehicle washing plant, then it is on credit. That means you don't pay money at the time of purchasing. Business has received a vehicle washing plant and a period of 3 years. Within period of 3 years, the business has to settle the due. So it comes under long-term loan. Therefore, you can take the answer like this. Adjustment number 1. You will receive vehicle plant, washing plant, the value plus 360 by removing last 3 zeros. Equally, your long-term loan will increase by another 360. Right. Because you don't pay money, therefore nothing will happen to cash balance. You will receive another asset worth of 360,000 rupees, therefore plus 360. Equally, you will increase long-term loan liability by another 360. We'll move to adjustment number 2. Right. Maintenance materials costing 130,000 was purchased and paid 60 cash in this respect. The balance amount is payable within 2 months. That means they didn't pay totally. The cost of material 130,000 rupees, but they have paid in cash only 60. The balance 70,000 will be paid later. Until you pay or until the business settles it is a liability. Right. Then you will receive maintenance materials. It comes under stocks 130. The amount you paid in cash 60,000 minus under cash minus 6,000, balance 70 under trade payables. Right. You can show my answer. You will receive 130,000 worth of inventory, therefore plus 130,000. As you paid 60,000 in cash, your cash balance will come down by another 60,000 minus 60. The balance you will pay it within 2 months or later. Therefore, it's a liability. It comes under trade payables. Then your trade payables will increase by another 70. That's why I have put plus 70. Right. Then you are going 2 marks. Right. Then we'll move to next adjustment number 3. Adjustment number 3, maintenance services were provided 140,000 rupees to individual customer on cash. The cost of maintenance material used in this respect was 86,000. Maintenance services were provided for 140,000 rupees to individual customers on cash. The cost of maintenance material used in this respect was 86,000. When you provide this service, you have to use your business maintenance materials worth of 86,000. Therefore, your existing stocks will come down by 86,000. Then you put minus 86,000 under stocks or inventory. Then service value is 140,000 on cash. Then your cash balance will increase by another 140,000. We have got a profit. The cost is 86,000. Our service value is 140,000. Therefore, the difference will be the profit. Profit goes to equity. If there is any income, it will affect to increase equity. If there is an expense, it will affect to reducing equity. Or you can take the difference between income and expenses. Therefore, it is difference between these two, 10 minus 6 or 54. Right, 54 is the profit. So, service inventory value 86,000. Therefore, your inventory will come down by 86. As you provided worth of 140,000 service, your cash will increase by another 140,000. The difference between service value and the material cost, profit will be 54,000 rupees. Then profit will affect to increase the equity by another 54,000 rupees. Then you are given another 2 marks. I will come to adjustment number 4. The owner's life insurance premium of 12,000 was paid by the business. Owner's life insurance premiums cannot be paid by using business money. If the owner has used money for their private life insurance, it is called drawings. Therefore, it will affect to reduce owner's equity by another 12,000. As they have used business money, then cash balance will come down by another 12,000. Then I can show you the answer like this. As they have paid business money, then cash balance will come down by another 12,000. That's why they have put minus 12. As the owner paid his individual insurance premium, it will affect reduced equity, that is drawings. Therefore, equity balance will come down another 12,000 rupees. Right. Next adjustment, number 5. A check of 45,000 was received from a debtor after allowing discount of 5,000. After allowing means the check value is 45,000. The given discount amount is 5,000 cash discount. That means the business should have received 50,000 rupees. That is the reason of 45,000 check amount plus discount allowed. Initially, the debtor had to pay 50,000 rupees, but business has given the debtor 5,000 cash discount allowed. Therefore, the check amount is 45,000. So we can arrange the answer like this. As you have got 45,000, your cash balance will increase by 45,000 plus 45,000. Discount allowed is a loss for the business. Therefore, it will affect reduce equity by another 5,000. That's why minus 5,000. Addition of cash is 45,000 and discount allowed 5,000. Total of 50,000 rupees will decline from the trade receivables. That's why minus 50,000 rupees under trade receivable. Then we'll move to adjustment number 6. Maintenance services were provided for 50,000 rupees to an institutional customer. The advance received from an institutional customer as at 1st January 2020 relates to this transaction, and the remaining amount of 40,000 was received after providing the service. Maintenance material costing 30,000 was used for this service. Here they are providing a service now, but they have used maintenance materials. A customer, institutional customer, had paid an advance of 10,000. That's why they have given you under opening balance as 10,000. The service, the value of the service provided is advance 10,000 plus the amount received 40. Total was 50,000. 40,000 rupees plus the given advance 10,000 equal to 50,000. Therefore, the value of service providers is 50,000. And then we can set off the received advance 10,000. Earlier, the business got 10,000, that is the advance paid by the customer for the future service. Now, the customer has given another 40,000. The total maintenance service is 50,000 rupees. Fine. For that service, they have used 30,000 worth of maintenance material. Therefore, inventory will come down by 30,000 minus 30,000. Then, advance received will come down by another 10,000. As you have got 40,000 worth of money, your cash balance will increase by another 40,000. I can show you the answer related to adjustment number 6. For this service, they have used 30,000 worth of material. Therefore, minus 30,000 under inventory. As you have got another 40,000 rupees, your cash balance will increase by another 40, that is plus 40. Then at the beginning, they have paid advance related to this transaction. Therefore, advance receipt is liability. As they have provided a service, now we can set off this opening advance receipt against the service. Then your advance receipt will come down by 10. That is by minus 10. The value of the service provided will be 10,000 received in advance plus money received 40,000 or to the 50,000. But the cost of service materials or maintenance materials 30,000. Therefore, cost is 30,000. The value of the service provided, income is 50,000. The difference between cost and the income is 20. 20 is the profit. Therefore, it goes to the equity. Then that's why they have adjusted plus 20. Your equity will go up by another 20. Right. Number 7. Adjustment number 7. A maintenance service was provided to a vehicle of an elder home free of charge. Maintenance material costing 6,000 was due in respect. As the business has provided this service free of charge, nothing will receive to the business, but at a loss. Why? Business has used 6,000 worth of material to provide that service. Therefore, there is loss. Then there will be decrease in service material stock by 6,000. As it's a loss, equity will come down by another 6,000. Here, when it comes to adjustment number 7, as we have used service material worth of 6,000, then minus 6,000 under stock. As a loss, it will affect to reduce equity, then minus 6,000. Right. Next adjustment. Numbers 8. Monthly fire insurance premium of the business amounting to rupees 4,000 was paid by the owner out of his personal money. Right. Here, the owner of the business has paid business insurance premium by using his own private money. Therefore, it will affect to increase the capital. Then you can add 4,000 rupees under capital plus 4. Again, as he has paid 4,000 to settle monthly fire insurance of the business, that is an expense for the business. So because of expense, again, it will affect to reduce equity, then minus 6,000. We can just take the answer. Number 8, here, as the owner has paid the monthly fire insurance premium by using his personal money, it is equal to additional capital, then plus 4,000, plus 4 under equity. Because of additional capital, the capital will increase by 4,000. But the owner has paid business insurance premium. Therefore, it is an expense. Because of expense, again, equity decreased by another 4,000. That's why minus 4,000. You are given another 1 more. Right. Then we'll come to adjustment number 9. Adjustment number 9. Paid a loan installment of 67,000 for the long-term loan of 400,000. This includes an interest of 17,000. Right. Earlier we got a loan, then we have paid an installment of 67,000 for the long-term loan. Then at the beginning we had opening balance 400,000 related to long-term loan. Now they have paid loan installment of 67,000 for the long-term loan. This includes an interest of 17,000. Interest is an expense. Therefore, it doesn't affect to reduce the loan capital value of the loan. So, when you deduct interest paid from the installment, it will be 50,000. The 50% only will be deducted from the loan capital. Loan capital, that means from the initial loan, the amount paid for interest will affect to reduce equity, that is an expense. Right. Then we can just show the answer. We paid 67,000 rupees in cash. Therefore, your cash balance will decrease by 67,000. As they have included 17,000 interest in the loan installment paid, interest is an expense. Expenses will affect to reduce capital. Therefore, minus 17,000 and equity or capital minus 70,000. The difference between these two will be used to reduce the loan capital. That means original value of the capital. The interest doesn't affect to reduce the original value of the loan. Therefore, difference between 67 and 17 will be 50. Then that amount will be deducted from the original loan, 400. So therefore, under loan, there can be minus 50. Right. Adjustment number 10. Maintenance services were provided on credit for 300,000 to install institutional customer. A trade discount of 2% was allowed on this amount. Maintenance material costing 154,000 was used for these services. Right. The business has provided maintenance services for 300,000 on credit. On credit to institutional customer. A trade discount. Normally, we don't record in accounts trade discount. We put it on the face of the invoice. We don't pass double entry for trade discount, not like cash discount. Then 2% out of 300,000 will be 6,000. Therefore, the value of the service will be the difference between 300,000 and the 6,000, 294,000. Right. As the business has provided the service on credit, the trade receivables will increase by another 294,000 plus. Then, as they have used worth of 154,000 maintenance material, then there will be decrease in inventory or stocks by another 154,000. Then difference between the cost 154,000 and 294,000 will be the profit. It goes to capital. It will affect to increase the capital plus value. Again, I will explain this adjustment. Maintenance services were provided on credit 300,000 to institutional customer. A trade discount of 2% was allowed on this amount. That means this is not the actual value of the service provided. Trade discount, we don't put in accounts. We just indicate on the face of the invoice. Therefore, we take given a 2% trade discount out of 300,000, that it will be equal to 6,000. Then the actual value of the service provided is 294,000. The difference between 6,000 and 300,000 rupees. Therefore, as they have provided the service on credit, your trade receivable will increase by another 294,000 plus 294,000 under trade receivables. As they are used costing 154,000 worth of materials, your inventory will come down by another 154,000 rupees. The difference between 294,000 and 154,000 will be the profit. It goes to increase the equity of capital 10 plus. We'll just take the answer. As they have used maintenance material to provide the service worth of 154,000, it will affect to reduce existing inventories by 154,000 minus 154,000. Then, as they have provided 294,000 worth of service, then it will affect on credit, it will affect to increase trade receivables by plus 294,000. because we have informed that they have provided the service for 300,000 rupees, but additionally they have given that the business has given 2% of trade discount from the 300,000 rupees. Then 300,000 rupees, 2% is equal to 6,000. When you deduct 6,000 from 300,000 rupees, the actual value provided is 294,000. This is the difference between 300,000 rupees and 6,000 trade discount, because we don't record their discount in ledger accounts. Then the difference between actual sales value, service product, and cost of the maintenance material, the profit is 140,000 rupees. As it will affect to increase the equity, then they have put plus 140,000 rupees under equity. That is adjustment number 10. Fine. We can move to adjustment number 11. Adjustment number 11. Monthly salary of the workers was 84,000 and the balance amount was paid after deducting the salary advance as at 1st January 2020. You know, employees can take or obtain an advance from the relevant month salary before they take the salary due month on the relevant date. At the beginning, they have given you salary advances paid to workers. 34,000. No? That means workers have obtained 34,000 before they take the salary on the due date. Right. Then we can set off this 34,000 from the relevant salary. Therefore, we can reduce this 34,000, put in minus 34. Here we have prepayments and salary advances paid. The addition 274,000. No? Right. As they have paid 84,000 worth of salary, then we can set off 34,000 from the salary advance 34. Right. At the beginning, we have salary advance paid for employees 34. Therefore, minus 34. But total salary paid is 84,000. No? Total salary, they have mentioned monthly salary of the workers was 84,000. No? The business doesn't need to pay total 84,000 now because workers have obtained 34,000 in advance. Therefore, now they have to pay only 50,000. Right. Therefore, when it comes to the answer, now they have to pay only 50,000. Therefore, under cash, we had to put minus 50,000 because now we had to pay only 50,000. Earlier, they had paid, the business had paid 34,000 as salary advance. It is an asset for the business. Now they can set off that. That's a minus 34,000 from salary advance. As they have paid only 50 now, then minus 50,000 under cash. Total of 50,000 plus salary advance per area equal to 84,000. Salary is an expense. Therefore, it will affect reduce equity. That's why they have put under equity minus 84,000. Right. That is adjustment number 11. Now we can move to adjustment number 12. The electricity bill payable as at 1st January 2020 was paid, and electricity bill of 11,000 was received for the month of January, and it is not yet paid. You know, normally we pay electricity. The current month electricity bill will be paid in the following month or next month. Therefore, as they have mentioned, they have paid what was payable, that is for last December. They have given opening balance, electricity payable, we are given 12,000. That is regarding last month. As they have mentioned, the electricity bill payable as at 1st January 2020 was paid. That means last month electricity bill, now they have paid this month 12,000. Therefore, under cash, we can put minus 12 and minus 12 for accrued electricity. Like this. As the business has paid last month electricity bill, cash will come down by 12, minus 12. Last month, under other payables, we have 12. That is the electricity bill was due for last month, 12. Therefore, minus 12 under other payables. Again, they have mentioned this month electricity bill was 11,000 rupees, but that is for the month of January, but it is not yet paid. Again, it will affect to increase other payables. That means we don't pay no. Therefore, other payables will increase by another 11,000. That's why they have put plus 11. As it is an expense for the business, it will affect reduce equity by 11. That's why minus 11 under equity. I will explain again. Under opening balances, they have given you other payables. Other payables means 12. According to given information, other payables means electricity payable related to last month. As they have paid last month electricity bill 12,000, cash will come down by 12. That's why under cash they have put 12. Again, other payables also will come down, liability come down by 12. And also again they have mentioned this month's electricity bill is 11,000 rupees, but still they haven't paid. Therefore, again, other payables will increase. That's why plus 11,000 under other payable. Electricity bill due for current month is an expense. Because of expense, our equity will come down. Expenses will affect reduce equity. Therefore, minus 11 under equity again. Right. Adjustment number 13. Adjustment number 13. Maintenance material costing 8,000 was damaged and they were sold on cash for 3,000. Sometimes what we have at the business place, in warehouses or some other places will get damaged. That is loss for the business. Sometimes we will be able to sell those things for a small value, not the value what we expected. Therefore, as they have mentioned, the maintenance material costing 8,000 was damaged. And they have sold those damaged stocks only for 3,000. Right. Therefore, as the damage cost is 8,000, your inventory value will come down by 8,000. Therefore, we have to put minus 8 under inventory. As they have got 3,000 by selling that, 3,000 will be plus under cash. But difference between total damage and the amount received on is 5,000. 5,000 is a loss for the business. Because of loss, capital will decrease. Therefore, minus 5,000 under equity. We just take the answer. Here, inventory will come down by 8,000. That is total damage for the inventory, then minus 8,000. As we have sold it for 3,000, we'll receive money 3,000, that is plus 3,000 under cash. The difference between total damage and the money received by selling damaged goods, 5,000, that is loss for the business. Because of loss, our capital will come down by 5,000. Therefore, under equity, minus 5, right? Because of any transaction, you should protect the equal symbol. Asset equal to liabilities. Here, asset minus 8 plus 3. Dot net debit minus 5. Here liability minus 5 under equity. Likewise, under any transaction, we had protect the equity. We had balance both sides, asset side and liability side. Liability means equity plus external liabilities. Right. Next transaction number 14. Received 14,000 for a trade debtor balance, which was written off during the previous year or previous month. You know, if you write off existing debtors balance, there is loss for the business. Then we deduct from debtors, and as it is a loss, we deduct it from equity. That is current month or current year bad debt written off. But here they have mentioned they have received money related to bad debt written off in the previous month. Sometimes it can be for previous year. As we prepare financial statement monthly, we have already adjusted everything related to last month in the last month's financial statement, especially in income statement and statement position. But here, as they have mentioned, they have got 14,000 for a debtor balance, which was written off during the previous month. Therefore, here we can consider it as income. Why? When you write off bad debts in the current month or current year, we consider it as loss now. Therefore, we deduct it from debtors, so trade receivable and minus effect to equity. Why? Loss. But here, as they have received money for the previous month bad debt written off, we can consider it as income. Therefore, 14,000 rupees under cash plus and under equity plus 14,000. Why? We can consider it as income, right? It's easy. Here, when you receive money from or money related to previous year bad debt written off, we receive money, therefore plus 14,000 under cash. As we consider it as income, we can adjust it under equity plus 14,000. Why? When we write off bad debts in the current month or current year, we consider it as loss. Therefore, we deduct it from customers' value of trade receivables and we deduct it from equity. Why? It's a loss. But when you receive what we have written off in the last month or last year, we can consider it as income opposite. Therefore, what you received under cash balance, 14,000 rupees, and as we consider it as income, we can put under equity another 14,000. Right. The last adjustment, the rent of the business premises is 20 per month, 20,000 per month. The prepaid rent as 1st January 2020 represents the rent paid for the calendar year 2020. That means at the beginning, we are given prepaid rent 240,000. As we are given without 3 zeros, that should be 240,000. According to the given information, monthly rent is 20,000 rupees. 20,000 in 12, total should be 240,000. And that means the business has paid total rent relevant to the current year at once. That's why they have put under assets. Okay, but monthly rent is 20,000 rupees. As we are given the transaction occurred during the month of January, the following transactions were carried out in the business during the month of January. These transactions related to only for 1 month. We are asked to record for the month of January, no? Even though they have paid full year's rent advance 240, we are in a position to write off only for January month's rent because we are preparing or we are adjusting this given transaction for the month of January. Therefore, we can set off only for January month's 20,000 rupees against the prepaid amount. The balance should be carried out. Okay, you can't set up total. Why? Still we have completed only 1 month. But under opening balances, we are given full year's rent. That is 20 per month, 20 into 12 months per year. Therefore, 20,000 into 12 will be equal to 240,000. That is what they paid in advance, total year's rent. But as we are given in the month of January transaction, and also we are adjusting it only for the month of January. Therefore, we can't settle the total amount paid for rent, 240,000 rupees. We can deduct only 20,000 what is related to January. The rent of the business premises is 20,000 per month. The prepaid rent as at 1st January 2020 represents the rent paid for the calendar year. But still we are in January. We have just completed January. Therefore, we can set up only January month's rent. Therefore, at the beginning, we have indicated prepayments and advances paid 274. No? In this 274, prepaid rent was 240 and other 34 will be salary advance. That is also asset, current assets. Therefore, in this value, rent paid in advance 240 plus salary advance paid to employees cost 34. As we have already completed only 1 month, out of 240, we can deduct only 20,000 what is related to the month of January. Therefore, we can deduct only 20,000 rupees from the opening balance. 240. This 20,000 rupees is related to the month of January. Rent is an expense. Expenses will affect reduced equity. Therefore, minus 20 under equity. That means rent expenses will affect reduced equity. Right. Then we should remain balance rent for next 11 months to set off the other months from January to December. Right. Then finally, we can take the closing balances after adjusting all 15 transactions. That is the end of question number 3. Because you are given 40 marks, that is how you are given all 40 separately. All right. Then from my other videos, I will plan to discuss with you question came related to account equation 2021, 2019, 2018, 2017. Then you will take a good practice and then you will be able to do your exam well.